Unit 3, nutrition and diet. Idea, paragraph 4. Red meat are linked to the higher risk of heart disease. These foods are bad for us because they contain saturated fat. Therefore, we must be careful to avoid consuming foods high in sodium, fat, sugar, and cholesterol. Nutrition is closely related to the environment. If national institutions and local communities fail to protect the environments around them, for blame. Also, the human world would suffer from food insecurity. Forests bring many benefits to the human world, being a haven of biodiversity. Forests are an excellent source of foods such as mushrooms, bamboo shoots, nuts, berries, leaves, and tubers. Deforestation for many local communities. The root cause of environmental damage is pollution, causing adverse effects on the plants, animals, and humans as well. Environmental damage and a loss of biodiversity adversely affect diet so that environmental deterioration can cause nutrition-related health problems such as nutrition and infectious diseases. In conclusion, diet and nutrition are the very basic life-sustaining forces of all living beings and the keystone of good health. In addition, they must be taken they must be taken into consideration in the environmental context. A nutritious diet, pipeline also depends on the environment of the governments. Next, unit, unit 4, emotional well-being. Emotional well-being. Okay, the passage. On paragraph ဒီမှာ heading ရေးခိုင်းတယ်ပေါ့နော်အဲ့တော့ဖတ်ကြည့်ပါမယ် Emotion means strong human feelings such as love, hatred, anger, or part of the human nature that consists of a embedded on our life. Acquaintances are mystically connected by the feeling of friendship, kindness, or love. Two, emotions can be classified into two main types, positive and negative. Examples of positive emotions include delight, joy, sympathy, empathy, and love, whereas the negative emotions are feeling like anger, fear, anxiety, jealousy, gra- greed, and hatred. It's only natural touched by both positive and negative feelings. In order to have a proper understanding of our emotions, let us now look at a few basic emotions that we experience in daily life. Joy is a feeling of great happiness that can be enjoyed by the simplest things, like a kind word, a beautiful mountain view, or an interesting shop window. This can be said emotion and a great motivator. We actively would like to repeat the activities that bring us to joy. Sympathy is a feeling of being sorry for someone who is in a bad situation. For example, we feel sympathy for flood victims or crash victims. We understand and care about their problems. Is usually described as the feeling of else emotions and experiences as if they are our own. For example, we feel empathy for people who have lost their sons and daughters. Showing empathy for others is a way of managing our emotions and training our minds to prepare themselves for challenges. Strong feeling of treating someone with loving kindness means if we say, do or think of something for their welfare. In other words, we try to make them happy instead of causing harm or suffering. Surprise is feeling Surprise is feeling that is caused by something external to us. Raise your eyebrows to our eyes wider to allow us to see what is happening. Anxiety is a normal human emotion that reaction to stress. Normal anxiety is what we feel when we are exposed to external stresses. Stresses such as losing a job, marriage, or our children getting. This type of anxiety is called worry or remains with us until the problem is sorted out in some way. One anxiety occurs in response to a more immediate threat, like being attacked by the huge snarling dog cliff, cliff edge. This is called fear. Anger is a strong feeling that makes us want to hurt, to or criticize someone because of something bad or unfair happened. We have expressed this type of emotion to try and deal with the problem rather than away from it. Distress is a feeling of the sadness, which is prompted by the loss of something or tragedies. This often results in tears, a lump in the throat, and a feeling of heaviness in the chest. If you see a miserable person, river, this, this disgust is a strong feeling. Disgust is a strong feeling of the dislike, not disapproval. Naturally, we feel disgusted, disgusted at certain smells, like the smell of rotten food. We moved away from such things may carry diseases. Thus, this type of emotion from harm and illness. Paragraph 3. According to psychologists, emotional well-being is defined as the ability to recognize our emotions, manage them, and produce positive feelings and thoughts. In other words, people with emotional wellness are aware of their. Paragraph 4. In daily life, we are more likely to experience negative emotions, worried or distressed, especially if we are emotionally unhealthy. Also, we blame others or criticize them when something bad or unkind happens. If our distress lasts much longer, our emotional well-being is badly affected. What our wants or needs are not, we feel distressed, detract, we can neither eat nor sleep well. We cannot concentrate fully on anything. If negative emotions become chronic or overwhelming, we will be faced with problems like losing our loved ones. Emotional well-being typically brings pleasant feelings such as excitement, happiness, and love. This does not mean that it's free from sadness and anxiety. Emotionally healthy people also experience negative feelings such as anxiety, rage, doubt, or sadness. However, they can cope with life's challenges and they can even manage to bounce back after having been defeated. Thus, emotional well-being has a way and seeking happiness and life satisfaction. 5. The well-known psychologist Dr. L. Balchan, Balchan has suggested a list of practical ways to achieve emotional well-being and stay resilient to emotionally stressful situations. Stay on B. Be honest with others. Emotionally stability is based on honesty and integrity. Stay positive. Keep it, keep a healthy, positive attitude to life. Smile large and enjoy your life. Stay peaceful. Try to be a peacemaker. Develop conflict resolution skills. Offense and stay serene and calm. Stay connected. Stay close to those who provide support for your emotional. Step away from those who do. Stay grateful. Stay modest and humble. Gratitude opens the door to more friendships. Stay determined. Find the key reason for your emotional recovery and stick with it. Stay intentional. Try to have a specific aim to imbue. Stay deliberate, determined, and purposeful. Strong have the strength and courage to face difficult. Stay balanced. Keep the right balance of both pleasant and unpleasant feelings. Find ways to improve your work-life balance. Stay hopeful. Stay confident that your future is filled with the promise of good things to come. Hope gives a heart to a future. To enjoy a better, it's essential for us to possess a good sense of emotional well-being. The 10 practical ways suggested to our emotional well-being, these are our negative emotions. Produce positive emotions and help us lead a happy, healthy, and peaceful life. Unit, unit 4, unit 5, coming, unit 5, colors. We live in a war. We live in a war of colors, don't we? We often say or hear about people say a clear blue sky, a red rose, as white, as black as coal, and so on. But do we know that many everyday expressions in English are made of colors? Sometimes when the people we love are not near us, we feel blue. That's we feel sad and the slow, sad, soulful music of the African Americans is called blues because it reflects the sad, lonely feelings of those African Americans. Then they are there, out of means without Bawani, once in a blue moon, hardly or hardly ever. Blue collar, attempt doing manual or unskilled work, and many. What about green? If somebody has a green finger, natural skill of growing plants. So if you do not have the green fingers, don't ever think of taking up the gardening as a hobby. And if someone is young and inexperienced, he or she is a greenhorn, or we can say he or she is still green. Is given the green light, it means it is allowed by someone in authority to go ahead with a certain project of or program. A greengrocer is, of course, or a shopkeeper. Any any term often heard these days is a greenhouse affair, which refers to the warming of the Earth's surface as a result of the trapping of long-wave radiation by carbon dioxide, ozone, and other gases and the other atmosphere. Now let's go into politics. When we say someone is pink, we mean that he or she has mind left wing views and therefore is a socialist. But to be in the pink is to be the one very popular sound of the piece goes like this: enjoy yourself. It's later than it's later than you think. After a while, you're still in the pink. Do you know that your little finger is called a pinky? But if you're red instead of pink, then you're a true leftist, a communist. But you are very angry. What a business comedy is that red, it means that the company is losing money, and what a footballer is shown instead of the pitch of violating one of the rules of the game. And to paint the town red is to go to a lot of different bars, bar clubs, etc., to enjoy oneself in a lively and often drunken way. Then we roll out the red carpet for VIPs. When someone is caught red-handed, he is caught in the act of committing, and most of modern day teenagers enjoying red hot music, which is music that's loud and quick in rhythm. A red letter day is an important or special day because something particularly good or important happened and necessary rules and regulations which result in delay. Are you yellow? If so, you have no courage. You are cowardly. But when a footballer is shown a yellow card, it means that he is one for having broken a rule. And a yellow ribbon is a symbol of welcome in the USA for home after having undergone danger. A soldier returning home from battle is quite likely to find yellow ribbons tied, tied round a tree in his front yard. Do you like to wear black clothes? You are not all alone if you say yes. Black color in today's fashion war, and the world awarded in martial arts in is black. However, black is also associated with mysterious or frightening things, as in black holes, black magic, black spirits, and so on. Like any other colors, black has both positive and negative connotations. For instance, a comedy in the black has more meaning than it owes. But when someone is described as the black sheep of the family, he or she notoriously stands out from the rest of the family. Then, do we know that we use color to express the essence of group identity? We wear uniforms as school, we or in the police force to show that we belong to a particular group. We also dress in our favorite sports team colors to say the same thing. And we will notice that the flag colors vary from country to country. The colors of a national flag represent the country's history, beliefs, and values, as well as its glorious past and hopeful future. If we see a group of football fans waving their national flags at the stadium, we can guess where they come from. Oh, we were that color is used as a fast and powerful tool for sending messages. The colors of the traffic lights, amber, red, and green, means stop and go respectively. In the war of business, companies always select the colors of their brand very carefully. Mhm. Ca- uh, uh, careful, carefully. For instance, a bank uses a calm blue to show that it's trustworthy. Advertisers use bright and cheerful colors to say that we will have a brighter color if we use their products. All in all, we live our lives in our colors from our earliest days. Colors has a big part in everything we do. The language we use in daily life is full of color-related expressions. We also use colors as a badge of identity and as the way of of the world around us by learning about what if there were no color in the world, we would live in a dull life. Unit 1, Unit 6, coming Unit 6. Unit 6, Artificial Intelligence. AI, we human beings are considered to be the most from time immemorial. We have made our dreams a reality, and as a result, the world has enormously and constantly changed. Great advances in technology, which have made our life easier and more comfortable, owe much to our intelligence, the ability to learn, understand, reason, and make judgments based on the concept of human intelligence. The term artificial intelligence was coined in 1956 by Professor John McCarthy, a computer scientist from Stanford University. Artificial intelligence AI, a cutting-edge technology, is a branch of computer science which mainly focuses on creating machines with human-like intelligence and capacity. What's artificial intelligence? McCarthy defined AI as the science and engineering of making intelligent machines, especially intelligent computer programs. In other words, AI is the machine's ability to perform cognitive functions such as perceiving, reasoning, and solving problems as humans do. The goals of AI scientists include making AI powered machines perform human tasks, reducing the amount of time needed to perform specific tasks and enhancing communication between humans and machines. What's the role of AI in Industry 4.0? Since the turn of the millennium, 4.0, AI technology has grown day by day. The industrial setting has been totally AI, advent of steam power engines. The transportation systems in industrializing countries dramatically changed due to the invention of steam power automobiles and railway industrial revolution known as the technological revolution in the 19th century. Owing to electricity, there have been remarkable developments in mass production since then. Around the third industrial revolution or the digital revolution was the invention of electronics. We are now living in the fourth industrial revolution era, better known as Industry 4.0. It's in this area that AI has taken center stage in science and technology. What is AI? So far, AI scientists have achieved success in creating AI-powered machines and gadgets with reasoning, speech, and vision. A wide range of machines, devices, and tools powered by AI have been invented by AI scientists. Examples of AI technology can be seen in our when we are typing a text on a mobile. We notice pop-up messages suddenly appearing on the screen, suggesting what we should write next. Most of the time, these suggestions are quite the same as what we are going to write. Read our minds. This is the program called text editor helps us with word processing. While typing a text, we also tend to make spelling mistakes. Mistakes are automatically corrected by the computer, what we call the correction feature of a computer software application. We have more examples of AI technology in various sectors. In the security and surveillance factors, facial recognition systems and security cameras help the police finding missing persons, detect criminals, and protect our homes. In the transportation sector, self-driving cars or driverless cars powered by AI technology are becoming more and more powerful because they can reduce driver error as well as the number of accidents. In the past, it was difficult for us to find a location in big city. Now, the Google Maps and GPS navigation on our mobiles and get to and a familiar place just by following the directions. And I is used in several ways to promote the of healthcare. We have witnessed hospital robots and medicine to patients with 19. Space scientists are now using unmanned spacecraft with AI tools to study unknown stars and black holes. In the field of education, AI can help teachers in grading tests, throwing up to date information on their subject matter, writing progress reports, etc. For today's students who are digital natives, AI is their everything playmate, friend, tutor, advisor, etc. AI can even be a person in a classroom where they can learn what they wish. AI greatly contributes to the conservation of the natural environment as well. We are using AI-powered robotic boats to clean up lakes, rivers, and seas. Nowadays, most of full of innovations such as AI robots, machines, and tools. Aspects of AI, like any other inventions, its, its drawbacks. Creating an AI-powered machine is way too expensive. In mass production, human workers are being replaced with robots, family members of AI-powered machines. This can result in high risk of employment or redundancy in the future. On top of that, if these power tools are in the hands of bad people, we dare not imagine what would happen to the entire human race. No matter it or not, AI is everywhere, here and there. To a certain AI-powered machines are reportedly outperforming humans in such sectors as transportation, security surveillance, healthcare management, and aeronautical engineering. AI-powered machines can do human tasks with the greatest precision. With this ordinary innovation, what would be the future of human beings? Will we be better off in the future? Only time will tell what our future will be like in Industry 4.0 and beyond. What other technological advances yet to come? Unit 7, pollution, a hazard to our environment. cause many serious global warming and climate change. As a result, the world's ecosystems are changing faster than ever before. Take a moment and look at our surroundings. The air we breathe, the water we drink, and the land we live on. Millions of people are now inhaling polluted air, drinking impure water, and consuming contaminated foods. This means that we are environmentally hazardous condition. These issues are as a result of pollution, which is now seen as a major hazard to our environment. A link between pollution and the greenhouse effect. Pollution is directly linked to the greenhouse effect, which is actually responsible for life on Earth. The Earth's atmosphere contains some minor gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, intermediate compounds, and water vapor. These gases operate like the glass of a greenhouse. These gases act as a blanket in some of the sun's heat and preventing it from escaping back into space. In this way, the planet's temperature is kept at a safe level around 15.5 degrees Celsius. The problem is that the amount of greenhouse in the atmosphere is increasing because of human activities. As a result, is becoming stronger, and this in our warmer, planet warmer than usual. Thus, thus pollution is mainly responsible for many environmental problems, such as global warming and climate change. Environmental pollution can be classified into five major types: air, water, soil, noise, and light pollution. Air pollution. Air pollution can be defined as the introduction of harmful substances into the air occurs due to human activities such as fuel burning, logging, farming, mining, manufacturing, and construction of roads and buildings. It can also be caused by natural events such as wildfires and volcanic eruptions. All these sources of air pollution result in a rise in the amount of greenhouse gases, which brings about many environmental problems, ozone depletion. Temperature, the ice at the poles melts, sea level rise, flooding many coastal regions and leading to loss of property and life. Acid rain is one of the air pollution. It occurs when smoke and fuel from traffic and factories makes a water vapor in the atmosphere. When this vapor falls back to the ground, it harms not only humans and buildings. The ozone layer is that protects the earth from the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. Ozone depletion occurs when greenhouse gases like CFCs are released into the atmosphere. Moreover, air pollutants can cause many severe health problems such as eye irritation, allergies, asthma, and lung cancer. Water pollution is the addition of the undesirable substances in water. We use huge amounts of natural resources and produce too much waste, like mining waste, agricultural and industrial runoff, and human and animal waste. Water pollution occurs when these different water bodies, such as lakes, rivers, water includes the toxic parasites, which can devastate the systems, such as dysentery, diarrhea, and cholera. According to the United Nations program, nearly 40 from pollution means the process of making the earth contaminated with hazardous substances such as fertilizer.